Alright, hello guys. Today I'm gonna be showing you a bit of like how I'm gonna make this furry character creator. So this is a lot of stuff that I did off camera, but I'll explain it along the way. So right now all you have to know is that each of these microchips correspond to one of the colors that you can choose for the chest area. So right now let me just save and I'll go into play mode and demonstrate that. So we got like light red, medium red, dark red, and this is gonna be an even darker color, but right now it's just the exact same as this. So anyways, I'm gonna go back in create mode. And what I did here was I just duplicated all of these microchips. So each of these are the exact same as the last one, except one difference. So the selector, this output is an output D, and this goes to a node that is called selected. So that's basically like it's showing that it's selected. Hi, wow, it's Blobcat. I have no idea who you are. I think that's one of my friends. So, basically, I'm gonna be changing this color right here by just doing that, and I'm gonna make it a bit darker. So now you have these three reds, and so it'll just change on the screen. But if we go into play mode, you're gonna, the chest area is still going to be the exact same color as this color right here. So to change that, you have to go into this keyframe. I was basically going over how the different colors just correspond into the different microchips, and how those colors affected the anthro character, or the furry that we have right here. So right now, these two colors are exactly the same in play mode, so when you choose them, they will give your character the exact same color, and I'm gonna fix that. So I'm just gonna go in and just use coat mode, get a darker red. Oh wait, is that the same color? Okay, so just get a darker red, and just do that for all of the pieces on the chest area. So once that's done, oh, let me just bring that menu back up in case. So once that's done, we can get out of the keyframe, and now I'm just gonna save and test this in play mode just in case. So now that we're in play mode, we can see that although there's a minor difference, you can still tell that these two are slightly different colors. Hold on. Alright, so yeah. But I'm gonna try to change that and make this red a bit more dark. So we're basically just gonna do everything that we did again, except I'm gonna be choosing a darker red this time. Oh, that's a bit too dark. I want it to like at least match the color on the side of it. Alright, that's better. Let's just make sure these two colors line up and match up the best that they can. And now we have that. So now the color should be different when we go back in play mode. Normally I wouldn't go in play mode this often, but since I'm on like a stream, I want to show the effects more and see like exactly what changes. So we can check this out at different angles. Oh wait, that's the lighting. Different angles. And we have different lighting that I basically just used a selector and a few lights. So we look at that, got a disco going on. So now we're gonna go back in edit mode, and now I'm gonna make the final color, which is gonna be a really dark red. So basically all I do, I copy that and then I just change that output, put it right there, and then I change the color, or at first I move the text box. I try to line it up. And then I'll go and change the color to something really dark. So there. And then I'm gonna go into keyframe, and then I'm just gonna do all that again that we just did a few seconds ago, but with a darker color. Let me just make something that's a bit darker, because that doesn't really look that dark compared to the last one. So now we have our fifth and final color. So now I just need to make sure that this displays right. So we're just gonna save that again. Oh. Now we have something a bit darker. So we got all the reds. We got the lightest, a bit darker, this is like a mid-tone value, got dark 1, and then we got dark 2. So now that the reds are finished, I'm gonna, can I group gadgets? Okay, I'm gonna group all of these. Oh wait, I don't think I can group them. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this down. And I'm just gonna change this microchip's color to red. It's not really changing that much, but so I'll just change that to red, and then I'm gonna copy the first one, but this next color is gonna be orange. So we're gonna go in, wait. Okay, wait, so first of all, we need to make a different set. So with this selector, this is basically only highlighting this like row of reds right here. So we're gonna need another selector. And so right here, we're gonna have to pull up the controller. We're actually gonna have to go over here and see what's going on right here. So all of this right here, this is just showing that in this controller, pressing the left stick will make so the left stick, it's a button that has a lot of uses. You can press it up, down, left, right, press it down all the way. You can do a lot of stuff. So that's why I used a splitter. So the splitter means that only going left and right will affect this selector. So that means that if I go If I go right with the selector, it'll change to the next one, and if I go left, it'll change to the previous one. So that's all of that explained. So now, I'm gonna need another splitter, but this time it's gonna be for up and down on the left stick. So we're just gonna, maybe I should switch these just so it's not that complicated. Let me just move that right there. Alright, so now that that's organized a bit, no, let me just move this. So, right here, we have it set to when you move up and down, it changes something. And the positive value is going to be up, and the negative value is going to be down. So, where is that? This is the new selector that's going to be for a scale of up and down. So, just hook that up. And then you hook that one up. And then, yeah, we have a new selector. So this part's going to be a bit tricky. But okay, so we're going to use what's called an AND gate. And an AND gate is basically saying you need this and that. So that's why it's called an AND gate. So output A is going to be like you're selecting this row specifically. And oh god, this is going to be difficult. Wait. Sometimes I might go a bit quiet for a while, but that's just me thinking of how I'm gonna do this. Alright, so if this is the up and down selector, that means that this will be linked to this. Alright, so okay, so I think I know what I'm gonna do here. So I think I'm gonna need an exclusive gate. A lot of this stuff I'm still learning about too, so wait, so let me see if I can try this with the AND gate. Or I can use an OR gate, actually. So an OR gate is basically, it's this function or this function. Or you can just read it like that, right on the screen. Wait. Actually, no, what we need is an XOR gate. So an OR gate is like this or this, any of those can be true and this will happen. But an XOR gate will be only this can be true for this to happen, or only this can be true for this to happen. So we're going to use an XOR gate. And we're gonna link it to the red selection being powered. So let's see. Wait, I think I'm overcomplicating this. Hold on. This is gonna be kind of hard to see or explain if this does work. So let me just test this out. Okay, so basically what we have is like an invisible layer. So right now you can only see the reds, but if you look and you see that, or if you know that there's another layer that we're about to make, it's kind of like when the white box disappears, that's me going on to the next layer, which doesn't exist. So we're gonna make that layer right now, and we're gonna make it visible. So this is gonna be the rows, and I'm gonna have, this is gonna be bigger than I thought. So can I make this smaller gadget? Nope, alright. So this is gonna have all the reds. And this one is going to be at the very bottom. And we're going to add another one of these big old mega selectors. And we're going to make another one of these microchips. And this time, this is going to be orange. So we can easily tell which rows, like which color, without getting confused. Can I make it darker? This is really important for like organizing and sorting purposes. So now, basically what we have right here is the exact same thing as the first one, but instead of it being right there, we're gonna do this. And that is the start of our next value scale. I'm just gonna start calling that instead of layers, so that's more accurate to what it is. So right now we have a value scale, and we're gonna make it orange, like right there. And now alright, so what is this? Alright, so what color is this selector? Can I change the color on air? No. I can't. So this means that this right here is going to be A, and this is going to be B. So this is going to be powered. And that means that this is going to be identical to the red value scale. Like all of that programming, it's just going to be the exact same except with different colors. So add that to that, and then we're going to do the process all over again. Except this time the keyframe, we're going to go in and we're going to change it into something that is more orange. And I'm gonna pull up the text displayer so we can see exactly what kind of color that we need. Because if the color looks too different, it's going to be confusing to the player, and it's going to lead to some problems. So now I'm just going to go in with coat mode. And you can just skip all of this, I guess. From now on, we're going to be kind of comparing like the different values on the scale, because we want them all to be like the same value but a different color or a different hue. So it's basically going to be a big old value scale. And now I'm going to be just testing all of this out once I finish the whole layer, because that's going to be way less time consuming. So now I'm gonna save all this great progress that we did and gonna test it out in play mode. So wait, let me just make sure. Alright, so this is what we have right here. We got all the reds. It's a bit glitchy. It's kind of like a bit glitchy when you use the joystick because it moves in like multiple directions. Alright, so basically we cannot select that color or this second orange we have right here, and that is a problem. But everything else appears to be working fine. So I'm just gonna see what happened here. Wait, I think I might know what's wrong. Oh wait, okay, I know what we did wrong, or what I did wrong. So basically, the difference between these two is that I did not hook up the move to next outputs right here. So we can just do that right now. This is, oh wait, let me make sure. Okay, so this is left and right up here. Maybe I should start organizing all of these wires right here. Like, look at this. Alright, so right now we're gonna save and go into play mode. Yeah, so right there, it's fixed. Just like that. And it's still kind of buggy when you try to select more than a few colors at once. Oh god. But I'll have to fix that, like, off camera, because I don't really know the solution to that yet. So it's kind of glitchy because we only have a few, and it's like trying to substitute the other squares. But so far so good. So now I'm just gonna do all of that again, and I'm gonna go on mute. So now, after all of that, we're gonna save and we're just gonna test it out in play mode and see if everything's working alright. So let's just test each color. That works. Alright, so this is looking okay so far. Well, more than just okay, but so far we got a decent set of colors. And now we're just gonna add one more row. I think I want to organize this more. So, you see how we have all of these just left and right stick cables that are just going over here and into every one of these selectors. these are gonna build up over time. So I think that I want to use a wireless receiver. So now I have some wireless receivers going on over here, but this is a bit wonky right now. So we're just gonna go and we're just gonna start up, just make some new ones. So this is the receiver for the X button. This is gonna be L left, and we're gonna make another one which is L right. We just like alright, so let me get rid of these little like nodes right here. So we got L right as the positive one, and L left as the negative one. And you know what, let's make two more. Let's make L up and L down. These two are going to be really important later on, but I don't know if the stream is going to go on for that long. Because right now today we're only going to be doing the chest piece, because this takes a while, as you can see. So let's just organize these. Move all of this, all these crazy wires. Hopefully I don't accidentally delete something important. What is going on over here? Okay, so I can't change that, but I'm just trying to simplify it as much as I can. So we're gonna be doing for the L button exactly what I did for the X button, like off screen. So there we go. So basically, I'm just gonna get rid of. Oh, wait, what was that too? Okay, so I'm gonna be getting rid of all the connections of the L left one, and I'm gonna make a wireless receiver. And this is the most important thing, put it to scene, because if you don't, then you're just gonna have to make a really big zone, and I don't know how that's gonna work out. So right now I'm using the D-pad to just find L left right here. Now we're gonna open this up, and we're gonna just rewire all of that. So instead of it going from here all the way over to over here, being really complicated, we're just gonna have a wireless receiver in each part of the body that's gonna be customizable. So I'm planning on doing the base color, the chest, the face, the ears, all of that. It's a lot of stuff that's gonna be customizable. So that's why this is important to do right now. Now, let's just go in play mode and see. So yep, works exactly the same. So now we're just gonna go in edit mode, and we're just gonna do the exact same thing, but for L right, L up, and L down. And I'm gonna mute. Another thing that I'm gonna be doing, I'm just gonna pause on all of this character customization stuff right now, is that I realized that there is something that I have to fix right here, and that is this it? This mouth moving animation. So I'm gonna be using the, what is that, the right trigger. Let me just open up the controller sensor. So right here you can see, just ignore all these other wires, but right trigger leads all the way to this animation. And I have to change that because I'm going to be using right trigger for something else. But I'm going to leave this keyframe because it's going to be useful when you're going to be customizing a different part of the character. But I'm just getting rid of that for now. And I just wanted to unmute and explain that just in case anyone was wondering what I was trying to do. So right now, where was I? Oh yeah, right here. Oh, I didn't even realize that I didn't mute. So I'm just gonna deactivate this keyframe, and it doesn't look like much has changed. Oh wait, I can't move up for some reason. Can't move up and down. Oh wait, I didn't set these up right. See, this is why we have to fix the zone size. Wait. Huh. Oh wait, these weren't plugged in. Alright. So we got up and down leading to here. Let me just like make this easier to see. So we got our up and down, and we got our left and right here. Now that that's fixed, let's try it. Yep, you can move freely, pick whatever color you want. Just don't pick like 8 at a time because it's going to be really hard to see what you did and didn't do. Oh god, it's like a puzzle game. Okay, maybe I'm definitely gonna have to like fix that later. And also, the way that the controller senses movement is a bit laggy too. So, we're just gonna go back into edit mode. And now that we have this row done, I'm just gonna do another row. And for anyone that's joining us right now, I'm basically gonna be copying this whole row, which causes these color boxes, and I'm gonna be slightly altering them so we can get a new set of colors, and the new set is gonna be yellow. So I'm just gonna change this. And this is going to be our new row of yellow colors. And then I'm going to hook up the outputs. And so now that that's hooked up, wait, okay, hold on, let me just backtrack, because if we start out from here, this is going to be way easier to edit from. And so now, there, new gradient slot, or new, oh, didn't want to change that. New value scale right there. And so now I'm just gonna change the color. Oh, wait, just gonna change that. Boom, new color. And then I'm just gonna copy that. And then just do that over and over again, because that's going to be a bit simple. Wait. Yo, ZB. What's up, bro? Alright, so I'm going to have to pull up both of the text displayers just to see which one I'm moving. So I'm moving the bottom one right here, so I'm just going to close that, and I'm gonna reopen it just to see. It's kind of hard to see if the borders line up, but yeah, it's kind of complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's like looking at all of this, I could tell you like what each one of these things do, except for the stuff on the puppet. Like all of this right here was a pre-asset, but this stuff right here, including the X wireless signal and like what I did over here in this area to the controller, like that I could easily explain. But right now, I just need different color gradients, and I just want to know why this is activated. Oh wait. Alright, I know why. So now that we've gotten a new layer of colors, we're gonna have to alter this. So that's basically making it a third option, and this is not going to be activated yet. So now going into here and opening up this, that'll make it easier to see. I'll try to make it line up as good as I can. Alright, so now I'm just gonna wait. Now I'm just gonna make that a bit darker. But still keeping it the same value as the other boxes. My day's been not good. So far I've just been working on this and trying to like fix it and make sure it works in general. So I'm just gonna make it work like visually now so you can see the changes. So now I'm just gonna hold this up and open that so we can compare the different colors. Oh wait, let me just make sure that this is plugged in as a third option. And where is this? Okay, so let me just remove that. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to close this. Gonna move that. And now I can reopen this just to see if it's lined up. I mean, like, most of the stuff that I'm doing right now is just trying to make sure that the colors are, like, lining up. But earlier I was just doing, like, each color by color, and that took a while. So right now I'm gonna start off with getting the colors to appear so it can be easier to, like, see the exact changes. Wait, I already have this menu up, right? Now I'm just gonna do the exact same thing over and over again until we get one full value scale of yellow. This is the only, like, kind of game that I've played that's kind of like this is Little Big Planet. So I guess that since it's made by the same people and the logic is pretty much the same, that makes it easier to use. But I've never used any, like, computer or, like, other game development things. Like, I've never heard of Kogama. That sounds cool. I've used Blender once, or a few times maybe, but I've only used it to do like sculpting stuff and never actually make games. So this is kind of like the only game development kind of experience I've had. So now we have the final box right here. That's about as even as it's gonna get right there. And now we can just go in play mode and see that there's new color scale. Oh, except for that one. Let me just fix that. Alright, let me just go back and play mode so we can see it. Oh wait, this isn't hooked up. So now, as you can see, we've created a whole nother value scale, but it's exactly the same as the first orange value. So we're just gonna fix that by going in and just changing the keynotes at the top right, or not the keynotes, the keyframes at the top right. And we're just going to be making it a shade of yellow. So now we can just go chip by chip and do that. And we actually have a reference for what kind of color that we need up there. Oh wait, what happened? Wait. Let me just make sure that I didn't accidentally like change the value of this color right here, because then that'd be bad. So we're just going to do that over and over again until we've gotten all the colors that we need. Sometimes I kind of mix the colors just so it can be a bit more accurate, because like this color is obviously darker than this, but this one is like not as dark, or I guess you could say it's a bit lighter, but it's kind of dark. I don't know, it's less saturated. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm also trying to make sure that the colors line up, since it's 3 individual segments that I'm trying to make. They're supposed to look the same. Let me just edit that a bit. Alright, now we've only got one more. I guess I should like just start talking about, I don't know, anything, so it's not just a silent stream. So I guess I got the idea for making this from Swiftamaya's Animal Pro Skater, because at the start of that game there's a character creator, and I've never seen anything like that like made in Dreams before. So I thought, what if I made that, but like it's just the character creator? That was my favorite part of that game, to be honest. Like, I don't even really play skater games. So now, well, this isn't my first attempt, but I attempted to make a different furry creator, but that was before I knew that I could use selectors. And I tried to make it like really complicated, or I tried to do it, but I didn't really do it right. So now, after I learned about like selectors and how that works, yeah, like this takes longer than like actually just spending like a few minutes, or maybe like, I don't know, 30 minutes. It depends on how much I want to make like customizable. Like this, doing all of that, like making your character, takes a fraction of the time that it makes, or that, a fraction of the time that it takes to make like just one color, or just like anything. So that's why I never go like too hard on game developers, or whenever there's a new game I kind of feel bad. Or not a new game, but like just a game that does bad. I kind of feel bad for the developers. Okay, so I'm trying to make wait, I gotta set this up first. Oh wait, ZB, unless you were talking about how an Animal Pro Skater, like, the character creator, just making your character takes longer than the game, because, like, yeah, it does. I don't even play it for that often. I just like making the characters. So I guess that's why I'm just making this now. And I want to add a lot. So we're just going to be adding different color. Let me just make sure I got all of this right. Okay. Let me just remove this. So now we have a new row of colors, and this is going to be green. Yeah, it's just fun to just make your own character. And like, I remember back when those kind of like dress-up games and like character creators, or like the Sonic character maker and all those other games were really popular. Like, yeah, that's a part of it. Just like, I think artists, or just like people who just like making their own stuff in general, just really like character creators. Because it's basically like you're making something in a game, because most of the times games, they don't let you do a lot that's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not like your own. If you're playing a game, like, you can't really choose your own endings. Everything is like already picked out, kinda like in Telltale games, like how most of the time your decisions lead to the same exact thing. So I guess that's why character creators are just fun. And I still can't get this stupid thing to turn green. Alright. I'd say there's some games where, like, character creators aren't really that fun. But I guess that's just those games that don't let you really, like, do anything with it. And I think that's another reason why character creators are so fun. Well, not, like... I have no idea what I just said, but, like... if you understand that character creators give power to the player, then, like, yeah, that's what makes them fun. So now I'm making a furry character creator. Right. We're just slowly moving down the rainbow scale here. Alright, so... I'm just gonna do an entire row and then go into play mode and then fix all of it afterwards. Oh wait, I gotta plug these up. Now... So this is gonna take a lot less time than it did to make, like, the orange, or especially the red. So now, wait, which one is which? And there's still a chance that the game is gonna look completely different. Well, it probably will, because that's how all games are, kind of. So I might be, like, changing a few things, change this entire menu. Maybe I'll find a way that's, like, more efficient, or something. Or just make it more, like, customizable, add more colors. I'm gonna be trying to update this really often. That doesn't look right. Let me just... Alright, that looks better. I keep accidentally opening the customization menu for the microchips. I feel like doing all of this in itself isn't that complicated. It's just like trying to figure out what you have to do. Because, like, for a while I couldn't get the first square to work, and that's what took me the longest time. Just getting that one square to finally, like, work and become a color option just allowed me to do the entire row, and then this entire row, and then being able to select more than one row, and just makes the entire thing go on. Wait, I need to bring up this one. You can already tell that's not, like, perfectly lined up. But right now I just want to get it, like, so I can actually make something. It might be a bit too dark. Yeah, like, once you get the hang of it, just, like, breezes on by. And that's how it kind of felt like making the models, because, like, I didn't just start out with... Alright, so basically, I actually did make this model, like, from scratch, like the head, and I had to morph the body and make the tail and do all of that. Like, this isn't a pre-made asset, or I guess it is, but I made the pre-made asset, and I have a lot more models, but the first model, let me just bring it up, you have a lot, but the first model was this one, and you can see, like, it's not that good, but back then this took like a long time to make. This was like the first one, and then eventually I made this one, which didn't take, I guess you could say it took like the same amount of time. You can obviously see like which one has more like quality or effort, I don't know. You can see that I've gotten more experience. Wait, let me just open this. So yeah, it just gets easier over time. And that's how it works with everything, like in life, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's like that. Or just like hearing people talk in general. Wait, which one is this? Alright. So, I'm gonna be finishing up this last one right here. Wait. Okay, are any of these plugged in? I forgot. Okay, yeah, these are all plugged in, and then I just gotta get this, since I'm on the fourth one. Like, you can see, like, how long a couple of, like, character creation games take when you consider that this is just, like, a quarter of the color palettes, especially for, like, this one, because I want to make, like, so each camera is, like, a different body part that I want to make customizable. I want to make the arms, the chest, the legs, the hands, like the mouth, this face area, and the tail, the tips of the tail, and obviously like the base color. Like, just doing this for the chest, this is already taking like an hour or more than an hour, because like I had to do all that stuff at the start, but it definitely won't take as long when I get to the other stuff. Alright, now I just gotta go in and change the color. Maybe move this down a bit. And now I can just go, wait, Alright, so now we're just gonna be changing the color. Yeah, thanks. I have a lot more. So like I have some models that I haven't released, like this failed attempt at a snake. And I have a few eyes. I actually have a collection of eyes that I use for a few of my models right here. And then where's the... And then we have it right here. And I even made Majira. And this is like the same thing as the fox, except the mouth is like movable. Wait, let me just go in play mode so I can... Wait, what's wrong with that? Hold on. Alright, so... Now we can see the next line of colors, all of our coloring, so that's going to be useful. It's like the more that you work on it, oh god, the more excited you get to see the final thing, cause like, this looks cool. Imagine like playing this for the first time and being able to like change your entire character's color, or like create your completely own like original character on Dreams. Like that'd be cool. Also, this is going to be harder because the green that I used is completely different from the green that's in Dreams, which is kind of annoying, but I'm just going to do like... Alright, so I'm going to try to use a white and that green. Maybe like get... like, I'm just gonna try to be only using these 3 greens right here. Maybe just like this one. And the white, because those other greens, these are basically yellow. Or yellow-green, and I don't want that here. Maybe I'm gonna have to make this. No, let me just completely undo this. Make it completely white, and then alright, so that's more accurate to the color that's in the box. But the annoying thing is I'm gonna have to recolor everything, like, and I just undid that. Now I'm gonna have to try to paint it while also making sure that it lines up with this color and the color that's above it. So let me just check. It needs to be a bit greener. Actually, you know what? I think this needs to be a bit lighter. I think those are about the same. No, you can't really do that. Okay, so you can kind of, but so right now I'm using coat mode and I'm using the tint. So that's basically like you're changing it or like spray painting it. Now, you could make the colors exactly the same. Like you could go in sculpt mode and use the spray paint option to make the colors exactly the same, so you don't gotta worry about any of that. But the problem is, since I'm using a keyframe, I can't go into sculpt mode and change the color like that. I have to use the coat, I have to use the coat tool to do that. And with that, you can't like make sure that the colors are absolutely the same because you're only changing it by a very little bit. So like, See how it's like slowly changing? So you can technically copy colors, but the way that I'm doing it, it doesn't allow me to right now. So we just got the first color done. Now I'm gonna go over to this one. And I'm gonna use the exact same method, except I'm gonna make it a bit darker. Just like we've been doing with the past other colors. Oh, I didn't even realize it's like 9 o'clock. And I've only been streaming for an hour. So I guess I've been playing since like 5, I think. So far I've spent like 4 hours on this, which is a really long time. But I have streams that are like around 4 hours. Cause that's just how that you just gotta put in the time and the effort to make this kind of stuff. Now I hope this is like not that similar to the last color. And just to make sure it isn't. It's pretty late. I think I'm gonna just leave it off. I'm gonna finish the greens and then I'm gonna go to blue and then I'm gonna end the stream once I'm done with the blue column. But right now, it is the most saturated. Yeah. It's kind of like you just get bored. Alright, so right now I might have to use a different color for this because I want to make sure that this color right here is like the base color, like no lights, no darks, kind of, or as close to that as possible. But right now I'm doing the color that's right before that, so I'm gonna have to make it a bit lighter. Maybe I'll end the stream once I'm done with the green column, I don't know. Oh, thank you. I don't really have that many people watch my streams other than like the usual people who are like, furries are bad, I hate furries, go die or something. So like, you're pretty cool, Zuby. Wherever you are out there. And I guess it is pretty relaxing to the point where it's like I didn't even know it was like dark outside. Cause when I started it was like light. Well, I guess it was kind of late and it's summer. So yeah, I think the furry community is pretty cool. Like a lot of people hate it for just like reasons that I can't say on the stream because YouTube's gonna demonetize me or something, I don't know. But like overall there's a lot of stuff that furries do that are just, it's just really cool. Like fursuits, that takes a long time. And that's like super talented. Or you gotta be a really talented individual to do that kind of stuff. Like you gotta get foam, the fabrics and all that. And a lot of furries, they're just like, they're what's called multimedia artists. So you got like furries who do art, fursuits, music, all of that stuff. And it's so cool because like you don't really see that in a lot of communities. Like, I guess in the anime community you can find some music artists, but most of them are just people who just like watching anime, and that's kind of it. So like, to have a community out there that's just based around something, but there's just like so many layers to it, if that makes sense. There's just so many layers to being a furry. Like, all jokes aside, that is pretty cool. And it would also be pretty cool if I could get these colors to line up. I just hit the point where I just realized how long it's gonna take. So, you think that doing 3 of these like individual body parts is like a long time? When I do the primary colors, I'm gonna have to do the head, the neck, the body, this part, the legs, each individual leg. Well, not each individual, but like the parts of the leg, maybe even the tail, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna have to do all of that, and I don't even know if I'm gonna stream when I do that. That might just be like an off-stream thing. But yeah, it's gonna take a while. It's all gonna be worth it, and then if I could just make like Dream's first furry creator thing. So that was only the third one, dang. So now I'm just gonna like go in. I'm kind of scared that the colors are gonna stop like lining up with the colors on the body like at this point, but I'm still gonna try to make it so it's like it's obvious that the colors are like supposed to be light 1, light 2, middle value, dark 1, and dark 2, even though it's kind of hard to see the difference between this value and that value, but still, I'm gonna try. Oh, wait, I don't want to go there. So, I'm thinking, since there's like a lot of blues, or like, it's kind of unfair to say that since I skipped like the multiple different kinds of greens that I could use, but since there's a lot of blues, like you got this blue, totally different blues. That is not just like a lighter version of that. There's just so many nice looking blues, like cyan. I'm gonna have to do like 2 different blue sections. That's gonna take a while. Let me just undo that and see if that looks better. I was thinking about adding like different species too, but I think that'll make the game like lag hard. Well, I don't think it will, but it'll add a lot to the gameplay memory. Cause like I'm already at 5% right now, and I don't know how to decrease it really. Unlike sculpt, or no, not sculpt memory, but like graphics memory, where you could just like delete sculptures, use the de-sculpturization, or the lower sculpture detail tool, and just fix everything like that. I don't know how to use like gameplay memory, and I don't think a lot of other people know either, so I'm just gonna have to watch out for that, and, like put a limit on what I can and can't put into the game. Watch, once I finish this entire row, I'm just gonna go in and realize that all of it doesn't work, and I'm gonna have to fix it and spend another hour. I'm just trying to fix everything again. So now, Dang, open. Why can't I? This just might be the last one for today. It's getting pretty late. I might work on this a bit more off camera. But right now, this might be the, if I had to like put an end mark, like where I'm not gonna do like that much more, and I'm not gonna like or I don't know how to explain it, but like this would be like the bookmark to where I'd like end, or where I'd stop like working on it for today. Like I'm still gonna work on it, just like different day, cause it's like 9 o'clock. Well, I guess it's not that late compared to like the person watching, or compared to like ZB, where it's like 11 o'clock, but it's still pretty late. And this is too dark. Oh, yeah, see, I can change it in sculpt mode. I just can't because I'm using a keyframe and it's not gonna change. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What did I just do the wrong keyframe? No wonder why it was white. I was wondering why it didn't take as long. Dang, now I gotta do all this. It's like the whole time I was editing that, I was like, wow, this isn't taking that long. I've already got it like white and I just gotta color it green. That was because I was on the wrong keyframe. So now I'm just gonna do it like that, and then like that. And I hope that's not exactly the same as the last color, and if it is, I'm just gonna go in and fix it. Now, what was I talking about before? Oh yeah, like about how like after I finish this I might just like stop working on it for today and end the stream. So let's just see how this goes. I guess that middle one could be a bit darker to match the others. Right there. Is this different? Or, okay, that's all fixed. And now for the moment of truth. We got green, the greener, greenest, dark green, and darker green. And I could also like turn off the lights just to see like how it would look in a default like setting. These are really different then. Oh wait. Yeah, these are really different. I didn't even notice. I guess that was just the light making it super light. I guess while I'm here, I can just explain what I did with the lights. So basically, there's it's like there's 7 cameras. 3 of them are for the tail, 2 of them are for the head. And then 1 of them is for the body, and then the other one is for the legs. Since if you look, you can actually see that. Wait, did I not change the legs yet? I don't think I changed the legs yet, but I definitely know that I changed the arms. I think I did. I totally remember changing the legs. That's weird. Well, I guess it wouldn't really work if I... Uh, okay, that still works, so I guess it would work if I changed the legs, but I don't know if it would, like, stay the same. Well, I'd only be replacing, like, this leg piece right here. And I guess I could try to do that right now. Well, maybe, I don't know. But, okay, so the light system, there's 4 lights. There's, front light, side light, back light that you can't see from the front. But if you change cameras, you can definitely see, like, the back light and the other side light. Because I wanted to make it, like, kind of give it, like, a studio feel, a studio setting. Kind of like in the old Little Big Planet, like, character customization games, where they'd have, like, different rooms that you could go in once you finished, like, making your character. Now, after doing all of that, this is what we've done so far, out of, like, thousands of menus. Actually, no, let me put one more box. Let me just make it like a dark red or a white, I don't know, something. This is gonna be the main box, and it is gonna be selected when, where is this? It's gonna be selected when chest active, or when chest is active. But I don't know where that tag is. Wait. Oh, so it's just not gonna need a selector. Alright, so this is gonna be like, let me go into play mode and then edit mode so I can see exactly what I'm doing. And now I'm basically gonna get this. Why can't I, like, oh, it's like this, isn't it? I'm gonna tweak it so it's the last, it's always on the bottom, and now I'm gonna change the color to like a dark red, like a brownish. I would use a gray, but gray just feels kind of dull. So, I'm gonna have that right there, and I'm gonna have it go up a bit more. I'm gonna like sharpen the edges a bit. Maybe I will make it just like completely gray. Maybe black. That looks kind of cool, but maybe just like something like that without the border. Anyway. We'll just, oh wait, I can get rid of this. I think this was just for the selected. I don't need this either, or this, or any of that. I just need the AND gate and what is this? I don't even need X either. Actually, I don't need the AND gate. I don't need any of that. All I need is to just like put this right here and then like right there. I don't even need this. Get rid of that. I can just put this right here. And then I can just use this to activate that. Wait, what just happened? Huh? Wait. No, I didn't need to go right there. No, wait. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to activate that. I'm gonna have to hook it up like that. This is already kind of reminding me of the Sonic RPG Maker thing, where there was just a giant black, like, box with all the colors, and it just had, like, some gray text, or some white text or something that said, like, each body part. Oh, I'm gonna have to have, like, a primary color thing, too, like, on this side. Because I am not moving all of these over there. But I might have to, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do that. That's gonna be tomorrow, because I'm already, like, tired from doing all of this. Wait, let me just get rid of this. I don't need the border. I don't need the shadow either. Now I can just get another one of these. Nothing, wait, text visible. Wait, no, that's not text. Where is? And then, huh. Oh wait, I don't want all this. No, I kind of do want a border, but I want it to be like that, and then like a bit closed, and then to the not that side. What is going on? Huh? Why is it not going to the left? Oh wait. Alright, it just flipped. And now, background color. Oh, I definitely want this to be curved more. I just want that to be like a slightly darker color than the other background. So now we have this. I'm going to put it in pause mode, save that, and now we have chest color, actually, hold on, let me just go back. Oh, I already saved it, so now it's too late. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to do that tomorrow then. Alright, so thank you all for watching, and see you, well, tomorrow. Bye.